negative for, I think, the growth factors for the rest of the year, especially.
You've been audited yet, Santelli?
I'll tell you what, with so many stories out there, I guess without a doubt that one seems to
Well,
bug
if you
us
haven't
the
been
most.
audited yet, that was an oversight, because you're like the first guy that, as a teapot, I mean, you're the first guy I'd do. I mean, I'd go through your stuff.
How do you mean that, Joe?
I'd go back, yeah, in your mind out of the gutter. I'd go back 40 years on you with a fine-tooth comb, man. You'd be your wages would be garnished.
You know what? But here's
you'd be paying for the principal reductions on all the mortgages.
Joe, you're thinking everybody's thinking about this wrong. At the Santelli exchange, we're going to go into, I think, the most disturbing aspect of the IRS, and that, of course, is that they have been picked to enforce in so many other areas, like health care. So, I mean, being audited is one thing. To have your stint put at the bottom of the pack is a much scarier proposition.
And you know, I said to Steve, I said, they told Steve, you don't even have to file. We're just giving you refunds for all the good work you do for us.
Yeah, I don't know. But, you know, when it comes to the Bloomberg story, guys, I mean, come on. Is anybody truly surprised? You know, just think about it. Whether it's your Facebook, whether it's your tweets, whether it's your Google, whether it's your Microsoft, whether it's the electronic platform you trade the markets, whether it's the GPS on your phone, seriously, people, seriously.
Rick, we were worried about our privacy.
Do you think there's not people in that system whose eyeballs look at all of that?
It's a very valid point, but you know what? We always thought about all these privacy issues on the new technology, not on the old technology that's been around for decades.
You can't have a you can't be a journalistic entity and have access to all that. I mean, there should have been a China wall all along then if we knew this.
I understand, but I guess once again, I go back to the difference. If you have Bloomberg, I remember in the 80s when I was with Drexel, we were one of the first companies to sign up for a 100-contract machine, and I seriously can remember back then the Big Brother aspects, long before anybody else talked about it. To think that the Goldmans or the J.P. Morgans or people in the Fed didn't even have this on the radar screen, that they haven't come out so late. But still, the main difference is you can get a different news service. You can use a different platform for research. When it comes to health care or your taxes or the government, you cannot say you're fired. And this is one of the fundamental issues of why so many conservatives think bigger government's a bad idea. And to think that the name on that news system is the strategic name for the direction of the news company and also the direction of how many ounces of pop you can consume. I'm not saying the decisions are all related, but seriously, think about the underlying personality. Think about all that in the context of the biggest issue for the election, fairness. And come on, this is why I've always said fairness. Give me a break. When a politician says fairness, especially with this IRS story, that means, you know, when somebody says trust me when they talk to you, run the other way.
Rick,
I'm done.
Thank you.